Hi. It's not even proper yet. All right, so how do I how do I show the chat? Oh, there you are. Super slow. All right. So, okay. Now I can see it. But I don't know if I can see the chat. Oh, I can see the chat. Very much. Yes, we did. Oh, there we go. The audio is so bad. What if I don't? Oh, that was really loud. We are live. Oh, I should crop this. I think the audio is clearer without me putting on my earphones. A lot of noise back there. All right, that takes. Minimize this so that it's going to be voice. Minimize this. Seriously, it's gonna look so. Be able to see this. That's what happens. Hmm. Okay. But that's better. I want to. Now I can see both the chat and OBS. What does it look like this? Maybe like that. I think that's better. Yep. Alright. Not gonna lie, it's very loud here. And why is my skin... I don't know who the hell is that. Where's my Steve? Okay, so I can't fully see the chat. How long has this stream been up for? I don't know. Okay, so we're up and running. I'm gonna try to join from my other channel, from my secret channel. Wait, not this one. It's not it. Okay. Hello world. I am gonna play some Minecraft and Stranger Things DLC. Well, this is, I guess this is basically my first ever stream. That's why it took so long. Okay, so here's the thing. I've uploaded a few videos. I guess I've uploaded two videos of me playing this DLC, Minecraft and Stranger Things. But the video is mostly about the story mode, so it's not about the creative mode. And in this stream, I'm going to play the creative mode just to show you what it looks like. How this Hawkins look like in Minecraft. So for a quick review, I'm going to show you how does the world look like. How does the DLC look like? So here we have the boys playing Dungeons and Dragons in Mike's basement. And then, you know, there's the laboratory. And then this one, the Starcourt Mall. And Vecna in season 4, at the end of season 4. Right? Yeah, I guess so. And I think this is the Mind Flayer in the laboratory. Either laboratory or in the hospital. But I guess it's the hospital. Yeah, I think because it's more iconic, you know? That's why they put it up here. And then this one, I guess this is the final scene after all the earthquake happened, when Hawkins split into 3 giant parts. I think this is from that scene. And this is the promotional banner. We got 11 here. The left side with Mike, Lucas, Dustin, and Will. What does Will look like? He has spider sense here. And then the Demogorgon. And then Hopper, Joyce, Jonathan, Nancy, and Steve Harrington. Finally, we got all the skins. We got the original 11. Not the original 11, but the first appearance of 11. I think she's wearing Mike's jacket. And then Will, wearing the clothes he was last seen by the boys before he went missing on November 6, 1983. And then there's Lucas, Mike, 11 with a wig. And then there's Chief or Sheriff. Is he Chief or Sheriff? Jim Hopper. And then Joyce Byers and then Jonathan. There's supposed to be Demogorgon here. So there's supposed to be Dustin as well here. I don't know why is it transparent. Demogorgon, and then there's Steve, and then there's Nancy. Poor Barb. And then 11 from season 2, and so on. Max, the first time she appeared in the arcade. Billy, wow, that's cool. 11 after hanging out with Max. And Will. I don't know why Dustin is always transparent. And then there's the iconic Steve with the Scoops outfit. Also Robin. There's Erica as well. Oh, the iconic levitated Maxine Mayfield. And then Eddie. And finally, season 5. Oh, there's season 5? Wow, I think they've updated it so that they include season 5 as well. This is so cool. Alright, so we're gonna start to play it by creating a world. So, well, I don't know if I'm a little too brave to stream after a very long time, but I guess it's merely because I actually recorded a gameplay of this creative mode previously, like a few hours ago, but I just realized that my OBS wasn't recording perfectly. Like, the Minecraft wasn't exactly the way I wanted. It was cut off. Like, it was supposed to be 16 by 9, but it happened to be 4 by 3. So the inventory at the bottom of the screen is cut, so you can't fully see what items are what items was I holding at that time. So I decided to remove all the footage and just go live, you know. Well, I hope it's worth it. I've never go on live stream anywhere. Not YouTube, not TikTok, not Instagram, not Twitch. It's my very first time. And I think it's working perfectly. I got my phone on my side and I can hear my own voice from my left ear. The delay is making me sick, but it's fine. I don't know why it's not HD though. Is it HD? It's only 720p. I don't know why. I mean, it's still watchable, but 720p in 2026? Go get a new laptop, bro. And currently, I have no viewers, but I don't care. I'm just yapping and yapping. So here's the loading screen. Okay, so once you've loaded all of the, you know, the template from Minecraft, what you get is the add-on loading version, the loading screen from the add-on. So the whole DLC is made by Blockception. I don't know if I've heard of them, but I guess they're like a community of builders, Minecraft builders and modders. And to be fair, I think they've done a pretty good job for the story mode. If you want to know what the story mode is like, you can watch level 1 and level 2 in my playlist. And even though I mean, obviously you wouldn't include all the episodes from from the series, it would explode your PC or your console. But I guess they've done a very great job in incorporating what the show tells from the show's perspective to the gaming perspective. Even though there's a lot of missing, uh, it's kind of a lot of jumping. So uh, some scenes doesn't really make sense, and they tweaked it a little bit so that it makes sense with how you play Minecraft as a game. Nonetheless, it's a great DLC. It's for $10, and I think it's really worth it. And today I want to try the creative mode, just so again I can explore how the whole Stranger Things universe look like in Minecraft, especially Hawkins. But as I told you before, I've played this a few hours ago and I've recorded it. The upside down was also in the creative mode, so we can actually access the upside down, even though we can't really do much with it. But just looking around and exploring all the places that we've seen on the screen, on the TV screen, we can now explore with our blocky feet as Dustin Henderson. That's a spoiler. We can't change the characters in the creative mode. Well, I don't know if they have implemented an update in the past few hours. And there you go. That's Dustin. This is Dustin holding a walkie-talkie, but the game names it Navigator. And guess what? If you right click do console and mobile. Uh, See, you have a few options to teleport. So in California, you have four places. There are Buyers, a new home, and the Mina Project base, and in the Wrinklemania, I guess this is where 11 punch Angela with a and then lastly, the Surfer Boy Pizza. This is where 11 went to the refrigerator, went to the French fries fridge to go into a trance mode and go to Max's mind to save her from Henry Creel. That's California, and next option is Hawkins. We have Benny's Burgers. Not really iconic, I guess for me. The Steelworks, I guess, is where uh, Billy was first kidnapped by the Mind Flayer. And then this one is Byers' House. These both are iconic, undoubtedly. And then the Community Pool. This one is also iconic for Billy's spent most of his time there. And then Henry Creel's house, both exterior and the interior. Uh, I guess if you're watching this video, if you're watching the stream until this point, I guess you know that. I guess that you like Minecraft, and you know that DLCs like this is way easier to comprehend if the exterior and the interior is separated. Because sometimes the interior has to fit everything, but the exterior should be as realistic as possible. So uh, they gotta separate it into two different maps, and the program sets it so that we can teleport from the exterior to the actual interior, which is very very far away. Because I've tested in the Creel's house and in the Buyer's house previously, that if we want to get into the interior from the actual exterior that we teleported to, it's just void. It's just the house is filled with black blocks, so there's nothing inside of it. It's just packed with uh, obstacles that you cannot get in the house unless you actually teleport to the interior of the house. And then you got Dustin's house where his mom and his cat usually show up in the series. And in the video rental store, this is where Steve and Nancy has their second job, right? Yeah, second job after. Wait, is it second job or first job? Oh, the second job, yeah, because I remember Steve knowing. Sorry, not Nancy, Robin. Steve and Robin knew each other from the Scoops Ahoy, from the ice cream store in the mall. And then they left to the video rental store where they helped Dustin and Max to track where Eddie is. Yeah, so this is from the fourth season. And then the fun fair, this was from season 3. Yeah, at the same time Scoops Ahoy was a thing. Where Alexi was shot and killed. Poor Alexi. And then the Hawkins post where Nancy and Jonathan goes to work. The Hess farm. I guess this is where the pumpkins go bad for his mysterious ways. Why was the pumpkins going bad? I think it was because of the upside down. The portal is opening there, and it rottens all of the pumpkins. I guess so. And then one of my favorite locations is the Hopper's cabin. Just because it's very peaceful in the middle of the forest. Nobody's there. You're in solitary, and just watching TV every day, eating Eggos, or eating, I don't know how Eggos taste like. And then the Ives house, I think I forgot who is Ives. I think it's Eleven's mother. I think it's Jane's mother, maybe. And then the junkyard, this is where Eleven threw Lucas to the junk car. Am I right? And I think this is where Steve had to protect the kids, including Max, from the Demogorgon at night. I don't know why they were there at the first place. And then Loch Nora. I forgot what Loch Nora is. Let me look it up for a bit. What's Loch Nora? Loch Nora. Stranger Things. Oh, it's the trick or treating neighborhood. Well, not that. It's the upper class neighborhood in Hawkins. I think that's where Max lives at the first few seasons where she appeared. Like when Billy was still alive, she used to live in Loch Nora, I guess. And then we have Mayfield's trailer. Mayfield's trailer. Wow, I also had a soft spot for RVs, for trailers. Like being able to just sleep in a car that goes anywhere you want. Such a dream. And in the Melville's general store, this is where Joyce works in season 4. When the magnets fell off the fridge. And then she had to explain to Alexi. Is that season 4 or season 3? Season 3. That was from season 3, okay. And in the Memorial Hospital, this is also from when Billy got possessed by the Mind Flayer. Why do I get mixed up between season 3 and season 4? When was Billy fighting Steve? That was in season 3, so season 4 has to be Billy. But season 4 is about the Russians, right? No. Season 4 ends up with no, season 4 is about Eddie, about the Hellfire Club. It has nothing to do with Billy. So everything about Billy happened and started and ended in season 3. He only lasted a season. Poor Billy. And then Meryl's Rights Farm. I don't know. What's this? And in the middle school, hold up, I gotta check something real quick here. Hawkins Middle School is also iconic. It's where our characters go to school for 3 seasons. Yeah, 4 seasons. The boys, the kids, everyone with Max, only entered Hawkins High in the last season, in the 5th season. Hold up, I gotta reply to a message for a bit. Okay, so middle school is also iconic. Mrs. Riscol, it's a pretty bizarre scene with Mrs. Driscoll right there. Very disturbing. And then Eddie Munson's trailer, legend. The laboratory is where all of it started, and the Palace Arcade. I think it's just the arcade in general. The Penhurst Hospital. Oh, this is where Victor Creel. Is that what's Henry's father name? And then the police station, of course. Public library. The boathouse. Okay, and then the cemetery, very iconic. Oh, I tried to go to the cemetery the past few hours, but I didn't manage to find Billy's grave. So I don't know how. I don't know how to find Billy's cemetery. Billy's grave, not Billy's cemetery. And then the Settler Quarry. I don't know what that is. And then Scott Clark. And then Skull Rock. Skull Rock is where Eddie's hiding after the Hawkins High basketball team found him. And then lastly, Starcourt Base and then the Starcourt Mall, both iconic, both memorable, both great places if they can uh, put it into Minecraft. And we got Steve's house, which is not really that memorable. It's just where Barbara disappeared and was killed by the demo dogs. Demo dogs or demo girl. And then we got the weather top now. I assume weather top is where Dustin went up to to talk to talk to Susie, right? And then lastly we have the Wheeler's house, which is where we are right now. I'm not gonna show you the teleporting right now because let's just see how it looks like where we spawn. Every time you open creative, this is where you spawn, guys. I'm gonna change the POV. Okay, so this is with the Wheeler's house. From the outside, it's amazing. Like it has exact accuracy with the original from the series. There's two entrances to this house. Oh, and I'm gonna tell you something that doors in this world doesn't really work. So you can only go to the inside of buildings if they have actual openings. Like if there's not a dedicated door. Because what the doors look like is just a block. Block. Okay. The doors look just like blocks. So it has even different sizes from normal doors in Minecraft. Watch this. It's one, two, three, 3 by 2. It's 3 by 2. Well, Minecraft normal doors are like one by 2. So it's pretty well. They gotta incorporate that to the game. Okay, so where do we enter first? As I remember, the first scene of Stranger Things is when the scientist was chased by the monster, and the next scene was there was water sprinklers outside of the Wheeler's house, and it showed Mike, Justin, and Lucas and Will playing their campaign. Night when Will went missing. This is the house. This is the living room, I guess. I have really bad photographic memory to series. And this is the dining room. If you watch season 5, if you have watched season 5, you will know that the whole gang is living here, including pretty messed up when you know Ted Wheeler, Mike's dad, really hates. Pretty relatable, so blame him. Like everyone's here, even though they got like 10 people in the house, they would let the buyers stay there. I guess the buyers lost their house in California, right? But almost a year or two, very long time to have another family. So there's pretty much this in the Wheeler's house. I gotta reply to a chat for a bit. So I think there's a change of plans. I think I'm going to show you what Mike Wheeler's house looked like. So this is iconic from season 5. This is Holly Wheeler's the basement. Okay, Shammy 6376. So what's pretty disappointing here, Shammy, is that in the creative mode, I'm playing creative mode by the way, they don't really incorporate the basement. So it's pretty much empty. I don't know why they left it out because the story mode has the basement, but the creative mode it seems empty. And a few hours ago, I was looking for the way to get to the basement. Like, no idea where. How can I get to the basement? I found out about this door. So it's pretty sad. But we got some other things here. We don't get the basement. That's fine. We can just add it up by ourselves, right? We can make our own basement. Ah, this is Holly Wheeler's room. I don't know if you guys have watched the finale. In creative, you can go into the upside down. But we're gonna go there after this. We've reviewed all the rooms. This is Nancy Wheeler's house. And sorry, not Nancy Wheeler's house. This is Nancy Wheeler's room. This is exactly where Dustin offered pizza to Nancy and she closed the door. And then lastly, we have Mike's room. I think it's here. There you are. Now, I guess you need to go to the upside down, right? Because what's Hawkins without the upside downs? Average town then, like every other city without the upside down. So if we want to go to the other places, including the upside down, we gotta use the navigator. The icon is the walkie-talkie from the voice, but it's labeled navigator. So we can right click on it and we go to the upside down and we can choose which part of the upside down that we want to go to. So there's, for me personally, there are two places that I would love to go. First is the Creel's house and the second is the mine lair. Because the other ones are pretty, not that iconic. Probably the Wheeler's house and the tunnels. Are the other houses empty or is it decorated? Sadly, it is empty. Like the, if you're talking about the houses, the random houses, the filler houses in the neighborhood, it's obviously empty. This just blocks of. It's like a wall, I guess. You can't even get in there. Uh, but some houses have interiors, like the Wheelers. The Wheelers house has interior, and then the Creel's house has interior. And then the Hopper's cabin, it also has interior. Well, it's pretty small. And then as I remember, the buyer's house has no interior, or is it separated? I forgot. Oh, it has interior, but it is separated. So yeah, you can't get in right away from the outside. You gotta go to the outside, and then you teleport using the walkie-talkie again to the inside. So, are we ready to go to the upside down? Yeah, it's very massive. That's why I think that it's very worth it for $10. Look at all the hard work the creators have poured into to create this map. I don't know about you though, but playing Minecraft is always feel eerie to me because of the emptiness. Like, it looks like a dead city. Like how beautiful you make your cities, it will always look empty because there's no life. I don't know how to handle with that. Maybe we have some mods that allow us to add NPCs to Minecraft, like citizens NPC. But yeah, we're going off topic here, so let us go to the place that everyone is excited for, especially me, the upside down. I think we have to go to. I think going to the Wheeler's house first because it's the least exciting, right? The second most exciting is has to be the Creel's house, and then the last thing is the mine lair. You forgot the mine lair because I did forget about the mine lair. I didn't know what mine lair is. It's where Max ran away from Vecna with that song. If I only could, I make a deal with God. That's the mine lair. And so we gotta go to the Wheeler's house first. I think that's for sure. Now, what's interesting about the Upside Down in this DLC is the different ambience in it. Well, it's loading, because of my potato computer. But it has to look red. The sky is usually looking red, and there's a lot of fog, so you can't really look far away enough. This is the This is where I think Nancy suggested all of them to go. Suggested Steve and Robin to go because she had weapons at her home in the Upside Down as well. So I think this place is iconic for that. Let me check if what I said was true. Yep, people remember the Wheeler's house in the Upside Down for that particular reason. And for season 5, it is also iconic because that's where Holly, spoilers warning, mute the stream. If you haven't watched season 5 yet, that's where Holly was taken away from. She was taken away from her room. We can go back to her room. Where is the stairs? I get lost so easily in this premises. Where is the stairs? This is the stairs. This has to be Holly's room. Yep. This is where the mind flayer, no, not the mind flayer, the Demogorgon jumped out of the ceiling from the portal and just took Holly. But Holly managed to run away, right? She ran away to her mom. Her mom was in her room. I think this is their parents' room, but I can't open it. It's another void. Oh, it's not a void. It's empty. Uh, I mean, what more can we ask, right? We got the creative mode. We can add the rooms by ourselves later. You know, sick build. And then this is Nancy's house. Why do I keep on saying Nancy's house? It's Nancy's room where she kept her guns, but she didn't find the guns in the scene because she realized the Upside Down hasn't updated since Will's disappearance. So, and I guess that is the Wheeler's house. How do we get out of here? Here, here. Out. Why is there Vecna's basic clock from the 80s? I have no idea. Uh, oh, there you are, I guess. Yep, we have made it outside. I think it's because of my potato PC. That's why it's not giving up maximum performance. But I'm gonna show you the most epic version of the Upside Down, and like right before this stream. Because right after this, I'm going to teleport to our second destination in Upside Down. We're going to the mine lair for the closing. So I think we go to the Creel house exterior first because that's very recognizable. It's very people know it from far away. Can't look it from far away because of the render distance, I guess, and all the fog. I tried to fix it a few hours ago, but it didn't work. I mean, it's just like this. Take it or leave it. I don't know what would happen if we press this. If I click on this, I seriously don't know what will happen. This I've set it all on, but I don't know. I don't know why it's still like that. Oh, I threw away my what? This is the Creel's house. Oh, it's so unrecognizable. So sorry. But yep, this is the legendary door. If we click on it, oh, we can get of it. Some buildings is separated for particular reason. but the Creel house doesn't seem to be separated. So pretty accurate, right? The windows are blocked by woods, same as the one where Nancy tried to escape when she was in the upside down. The inside exterior is not perfect if we don't really teleport from it to it. Let's just teleport to the interior. Down and the interior. And here we are, I guess. Wait, we're in the same place. No, not in the same place. Now, if we try to go up again, there's another stairs upstairs. Another stairs upstairs. No, must. I mean, there's another stairs to another floor. This is. I don't know what this is. I know is this. A hide in the finale of season. Oh, it's you, Ednar? I didn't know Ednar watched Stranger Things. And why is your YouTube new name Shammy? I thought your YouTube name is Ednar, not Shammy. Are you still here, Ednar? You watch Stranger Things? Ednar, is Ednar watching? Wow. Alright, so this is Vecna's lair, kind of. This is where he controls all the players, right at the end of season 4. That's pretty cool. It's a very cool build. I love this. Only it had more lives, but Minecraft in general was lifeless and soulless. Can't blame Minecraft for that. It's still my favorite game after Roblox. Okay, so for the last destination we can go to end this stream, we will go to the legendary mine lair where they capture. To look at that. Now this epic. My stream stopped. Okay, it's back on, I guess. I see Atnerd's chat. Okay, I guess my stream is back to be normal. I think it's going great again. Now this is the final place that we're gonna look today before I end the stream. Talking alone is very tiring. Oh my god. I don't know how YouTubers do this for hours. This is the mind flayer, guys. Dustin just being lifted up in the air. Or you can say fly. Crazy. So yeah. I guess that's it for today's stream. I will be posting a lot of Minecraft and Stranger Things content. Basically, like playing Minecraft and Roblox and some other games. City Skylines and a few low end games. Just because I have a low end PC. So I guess thank you for watching my stream. I appreciate it so much. Just opening up my stream and there's 7 viewers. That's really cool. And shout out to Shami6376. If you like the content, you may like the video, stream, and you can check other videos as well. And tune in by subscribing to my channel so that when I stream again, you're gonna get a notification that I'm streaming Minecraft and Stranger Things again. Even other games that you want me to play, uh, you can drop it in the chat or in the comments of my videos. I currently have 2 videos, but with this stream, it's gonna be 3. So thank you for watching. How do I do emotes in Minecraft? I have no idea, but yeah. Thank you for watching. I hope y'all have a great day, great night, great afternoon, and a great weekend. No, it's not the weekend. Okay. Have a great weekday for you going back to school tomorrow or you going back to work. Happy everyone. Goodbye.